Next, let's talk about some of the risks that are associated with building new products and serving them to your users. The first part is management and talent risk. The most important thing that I wanted to highlight here is hiring the right people at the right time. This is not only related to actually growing the company with the product, but it's also related to actually selecting for the right people. The best interviewing advice that I have is, when you're interviewing candidates, to not find reasons not to hire them, but instead to find reasons to hire them. If you look at any given candidate, they will have a profile of skills that is not uniform. You will never find a candidate that has the top scores on every skill that you're looking for. To give you an example, you may be looking for analytical, leadership, engineering, and presentation skills in a candidate. You will never find a candidate with the same proficiency in all of them. So if you do committee-based hiring, where people try to find reasons not to hire someone, at any point in time, a committee member can and will find a reason not to hire a candidate because they're bad at one skill or the other. Instead, look for spikes. Basically, look for reasons to hire a person and say, hey, this person is really strong in presentation skills and analytical skills, and it's exactly what we need at this point, and that's why we should hire them. And usually, if you hire people for what I call spikes, you can assemble a good team where people can complement each other. The next person you would hire on the team could have stronger leadership and engineering skills. Another thing to consider is increasing the buzz factor, meaning that you shouldn't rely too much on a single person. The buzz factor refers to how many team members could be hit by a bus or some other tragic accident, like being hired by your competition, without adversely affecting your entire company. We talked about market competitor risk, and it's really just saying how defensible your position is, and whether there are any competitors that, based on your assumptions, could basically deliver on the same promises you could. Technology and product risk is another obvious one. The main thing to look for is adoption and retention. You can tell whether you reach product market fit when your product is adopted at a fast rate. As mentioned, this alone can be achieved with spending a lot of money on customer acquisition. What makes product market fit, though, is at the same time as observing adoption, seeing your retention curve flatten. This means that users stick around and keep using your product instead of abandoning it. And the funding risk is a particularly important one, especially in startups where the question is, how much runway do you have? Does your funding profile match the product that you're developing and the time you need to actually produce value? Because if you're working on a product that will be able to be validated and actually start being profitable in 4 years, and you only have 2 years of runway, that's usually a bad sign. Some companies and products need long-term investments. This can happen in hardware startups or in markets where the purchasing cycle of your users are longer. Usually investors are really good at making an assessment and self-select based on their own preferred risk profiles.